Welcome to the Everyday Black Men Podcast, a podcast for authentic black male thoughts. I'm Riker, and I'm joined by R. Reed and Armstead.
Yes.
Follow us on Twitter at EVYD Black Men, Instagram at Everyday Black Men,
Brown
and
sugar,
Everyday Black Men Facebook page. But we're going to get into the topics today. It is now January the 20th, 2019. By the time you hear this, it will have been probably about a week. But I wanted to start off by talking about the Hannibal Buress set that he had in Atlanta. It was dope, y'all. It was dope. I showed y'all some of the Tony Trim shit earlier. It was a little weird way to warm up the crowd with like the fly and I Gotta Stay Fly. That Soldier Boy with the little Superman, that shit was actually pretty dope. I mean,
I didn't like that.
I didn't like it.
It was all right. It was all right.
I didn't like it. It wasn't on beat.
It wasn't on beat. He also played like some Sheck West versus some gory Asian movie. Niggas punching each other through stomachs and shit. Niggas breaking fingers. Any of the shits. Yes, he was real with the shits. And then Televangelist one with God's Plan. I thought that would have been one. He also did like a Rough Riders one with white kids who are doing competitive cup stacking. I didn't know that was a fucking thing. Yeah, Rough Riders Anthem. Rough Riders Anthem. But all of that stuff aside, man, he had some pretty great openers. He had one chick, Vanessa Fraction. But she pretty good. She pretty good. She did this little thing about how she's slick 40, and what she means is she's 37, but she just now getting her life together, finally got a man, and she got to be a baby daddy for like the last, like, I don't know, like couple of years.
Baby daddy.
Yeah, so basically what it was is that her boyfriend took her for child support. So she started doing like all the baby daddy shit, like going out to the club, and when that nigga would call, she'd be like, nigga, parenting hours are over. I'm in the club shaking his ass. What the fuck are you calling me for? Like, nigga, it's like 3 a.m. Like,
okay,
why are you calling? Exactly. Exactly. Like, what are you calling this chick for? But also she was saying like she started doing like baby daddy stuff. Like she saw it in one movie that a nigga came out there and went in front of his house and started like causing a scene, being like, I need to see my child. Why the fuck you ain't got my child? Like, I needed whatever. And I mean, you could probably check out Vanessa Fraction because she does it way better than the bullshit I did. But she basically been a baby daddy for like the last 21 years. Which, side note, she had kids at 18. I mean, that's you think you
that's average nowadays, right?
I mean,
close to average.
I don't know
almost.
if I'd say that's average. She kind of right though. I mean, that nigga got the kids, then she need to pay that child support.
Yeah, I know some females right now who be like, you know what? If I do have kids, I don't want to deal like she didn't necessarily say she didn't want to deal with them, but she said that, you know, her lifestyle, she'll pay child support and let the man have the kids, have full custody. I was like, oh,
walk away from that bitch.
Run. But she kind of cute, man. She's slick 40. She kind of reminded me of Tiffany Haddish. But I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. I want to say she's a more put together Tiffany Haddish.
Better than Tiffany Haddish. Just that picture, right? How she look in person?
She looked closer to that in person. Again, not bad.
yeah.
No disrespect. You're still decent looking woman.
There was some other guy, I think his name was like Chris Action Jones or something. Chris Action Jackson. He did a pretty good fucking impersonation thing, where he was basically talking about how like educating white people in the Black Panthers, which I thought that was pretty interesting to get humor out of educating white people and how like the government pretty much stole like the free lunch program from the Black Panthers, never told you, or the WIC program from the Panthers, never told you. And he just kind of did like one of those sets where it's like he was doing comedy, but really he was trying to teach white people some shit. And I mean, went over decently. It went over decently. But then the highlight of the opening acts, well, not that these two acts were bad, because they were actually pretty damn funny and pretty damn good, but were the Lucas brothers, which I don't know if you've ever seen the Lucas brothers and how they perform. It's basically two brothers that are identical twins, and they kind of like have jokes that center around that kind of stuff, and they kind of complete each other's sentences.
That must be hard.
Well, yeah, because they look alike. They're twins. Because Hannibal, when he opened up, he was like, man, I went back there, I was like, and one of them said he was coming, one of them said he was going to stay. And I was like, all right, thanks, Keith. He's like, I'm kidding. He was like, oh, okay. He's like, I've known these niggas for 9 years, still can't tell them apart. But Hannibal's sets was pretty good. I agree. I understand.
He's humorous. Does that make sense?
Yes, I know the difference between humorous and funny. I find Hannibal to be fucking hilarious. And I loved like three of his bits I thought was really good. One of them he did where he reenacted basically on Reddit, like a girl basically, they had a thread where they were talking about celebrities that people slept with. And Hannibal basically read a review that a chick gave him. And she was like, yeah, first of all, Hannibal was da-da-da-da. And basically she called him an asshole. He's like, well, yeah, you know, when you get your dick sucked, you expect to get your dick sucked, not to be asked about, hey, is so-and-so coming back? It's like, is now really the time for you to look up and ask me a question? Like, I'm trying to get my dick sucked. I'm not trying to answer questions. Like, yeah, he's single. And it's like, like business hours are over. Like, I came, I performed comedy, and then we leave.
I want to look at this Reddit thread. I didn't know that exists.
Yeah, there was a Reddit thread on that. He also had a, like when he ended, like the chick was like, he was fine. He's got a nice dick. And it's like, so you're going to give him like 20 lines of just, he's an asshole. He's da-da-da-da-da-da. And he was fine. Dick was nice. It's like, really, bitch? The whole thread was about celebrities people had slept with, not about how do you feel about celebrities that you've interacted with. It was just supposed to be about niggas that you fucked and whether or not you like the nigga. Instead, she made it whether she likes the nigga and not about him actually fucking. He would be dope as that. Yeah. But he was like, every year, basically, the comedic forces come together. He did like a little voice modulator because he was playing around with auto-tune and being like, like what if somebody who had auto-tune went to like one of those people who had like throat cancer, got auto-tune and went to like tell kids about how they don't need to smoke cigarettes, but it's like, but your voice sounds awesome. It's like, no, kids, you don't want to be like me. It's like, yeah, you don't want to be like that person. I know, but I'm describing it terribly. I'm not actually trying to do the joke. I never describe jokes well because I want you to see it.
But it doesn't make me laugh. I would pay to see it.
Makes you snicker.
But there's a price.
I mean, what's the price that you're willing to pay?
$40.
That's exactly how much the
$40.
tickets cost.
Yeah.
Well, actually, technically, the tickets were $30. $45 if you want to sit in the nice section in the middle. And also, if you want to, you could get the regular tickets for $30, and you could stand in the mosh pit area and look up at his dick, which was, I thought, a little weird for the opening act lady to say unless she's fucking him. Which, I mean, if he is, good job, Hannibal. But that was a really weird off-color joke to, like, start off your set with.
Off-color
I think
joke.
comedians are like rappers, and they just have a whole crew, and one of them make it or not.
I mean, true. That's true. I mean, I appreciate him bringing out Chris Action Jackson and Vanessa Fraction. But, nah, man, the Hannibal set was dope. He's still got one more tonight at 8 p.m. if you just want to go. But by the time you hear this, you're not going to be able to go. And that was the opening. I think we need to do more comedy reviews because getting out there with two of my boys, Stylish and the writer.
Start going to
Open mic nights.
hell no.
Oh, you don't want to watch people
You
bomb?
trying to what?
I mean, you could
I
roast
was gonna go to,
niggas.
Like, that comedy place has always got free tickets and see who comes through.
Talking about the comedy
Dad's
club.
Garage?
Talking about the comedy club. Uptown Comedy
No. Oh, Uptown. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, because Dad's Garage does the same thing, but you never know who's going through. Yeah, because Dad's Garage is free because most people there are terrible.
Good. Maybe one of us should go up there and do one.
I mean, the only thing is, like, you need, like, a whole bunch of jokes. Otherwise, you're just going to get booed off the
How long
stage.
your set gotta be?
Your set generally has to be 5 minutes starting off.
You can do 5 minutes.
You think you can do 5 minutes? Kick a rhyme since you, or a joke since you normally...
You can't just put me on the spot.
Hey, we can put Hannibal on the spot. Hannibal Buress, homeless comedian Hannibal Buress.
So just stick her down with a medium famous comedian and like he's number one.
No. I didn't act like he's number one. What I said is that Hannibal Buress was hilarious and he knows his lane. He knows that he's medium famous and he knows that he needs to stick to specific avenues, which
I
is...
wouldn't even know. So that's what you got to find. You got to find your inner jokester. Where do you sit in? You know what I mean? Find out who you are. What kind of jokes you going to tell? Are you a dry comedian? Or are you uplifting? Or you just tell stories about your family and know there's like weird idiosyncrasies. Kevin Hart. Yourself, you just make joke about, or another person, you can joke about yourself as well.
That's half of Hannibal's comedy is just self-deprecating. Like the whole
I think I would be more dark.
going to jail thinking that his nephew calling him up and being like, Hannibal, I heard about what happened, man. I'm so sorry about it. It's like, first of all, I'm not bringing you... This is right before Christmas. That was a ballsy-ass move. Now you're not getting presents. Fuck you, nephew. I got plenty more. End call. But anyway, what I wanted to get into is the Soulja Boy interview. I don't know if you've seen it. Did you see it? I know you've seen the memes for it, but have you actually seen the interview?
I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched it.
Well, no. You just need to know bits and pieces.
Which one? The Breakfast Club?
Yeah, the Breakfast Club. Fuck any other interview. I mean, Breakfast Club, they them niggas right now.
Somebody did a funny meme where it was just like, Tiger.
Drake? Drake?
Tiger. The nigga who got fucked by college in the blah, 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 blah. 5 minutes later. I love the word Tiger. I love Tiger.
Yeah, I love the word with Tiger. I love it. Like,
Tiger, I love the word Tiger, but he was just giving that nigga a hold. My nigga got his bitch stolen by college. Tiger's the nigga who got his bitch stolen by, what's that nigga name? Travis Scott.
but yeah, that Tiger thing that you're talking about,
80s
man, that's crazy.
magic.
Soulja Boy is not all the way wrong, and One thing Soulja Boy needs to understand is
He had to go through the Migos. He had to go through Drake.
Drake.
Drake? Who's Drake?
Drake, I don't like. Even if all that's true, you looking like a fool.
I let the Migos sleep on my couch. It's like, nigga, a lot of people apparently done slept on your couch. And also you murdered a nigga in Atlanta. I mean, you got bras in Atlanta. Like, Soulja Boy, let him tell it. He done everything in the world, and everybody owes him a favor. I'm the realest nigga ever.
Y'all remember when Soulja Boy went quote-unquote hood from the dancing ass nigga? I remember the song, too.
What happened in... Not just joking.
Gucci bandana.
Gucci bandana.
Hey.
Gucci bandana.
That's when he thought he was... Because Gucci Man was on that song. That song was just like, hold on, what's this nigga talking about killing and murdering people for?
Hey, man, that's how it happens, dog. It gets real in the street, man. One day you shoot a nigga, next day you that nigga. That murdering nigga. Although you don't have your guns in Cali because you're not an idiot.
You're not an idiot.
Well, I mean, California.
Overall thoughts on...
the Soulja Boy interview I thought was pretty well done. I think the thing that people aren't giving them enough credit for is that they managed to coax Soulja Boy into talking about himself at a level at which a lot of people probably wouldn't. So they did a good job on that. They did a really good job on coaxing him to talk about himself and giving him the platform. I mean, there were a couple of points in times where he was rude and disrespectful, but at the same time, I mean, this is an interview with a megalomaniac. So what did y'all expect? Like, he's definitely got a huge ego.
Another interesting thing I saw in the news was Future said Russell Wilson's wife runs him. And I was reading all the women comments, and of course they were like, "You need to stay out of their marriage." And I was wondering why he even said that. It was an interview, and I'm just like, how do y'all feel about that?
Because Future's a bitch ass nigga.
I think Russell Wilson is a bitch ass nigga too.
Oh, you are right. Both these things are true.
But you shouldn't be commenting on that. Number one, because that's their marriage, is whatever.
Well, yeah, exactly. If you didn't want to marry her, then I don't know why you worried about this nigga.
Only reason he should be worried about it is he don't want his son to pick up that habit.
But the thing about it is, you decided to be the person that you are, so that's why your son is with another man.
Who the fuck cares if she gone? Like, fuck her. All you need to do is worry about your son and make sure he don't act like that nigga. No offense to Russell Wilson, but I can see him being ran by a woman. And I don't think no man should be ran by a woman. The reason I brought that up is because some chick started talking about, me and my husband, we make decisions 50-50. I'm just like, well, you didn't marry a man then.
I mean, if you're talking biblically, then yeah, you didn't marry a man. If you're talking just in the mainstream world, then I mean,
not 50-50. Number one, if you're gonna marry a man, you must trust his decisions. That's not saying your input doesn't matter, and certain things you will make decisions on, but generally let him make the decisions because that's your man.
Well, it depends. So if you have the traditional relationship package, I know I always have to do this.
The traditional relationship package, right?
For me and my household, but I understand that there's the new age relationship package, and that relationship package is 50-50. Well, it should be 100-100, but whatever. In either case, the new age relationship package is, different people fit in where they get in. Like sometimes the woman makes all the relationship decisions.
Just because she make more money, she should make the decisions?
I mean, at the end of the day, the thing that we don't like to say, but it's true, whoever makes the most money gets to make the decisions.
You think so?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I feel
something that got me? There was one time I was...
No. Explain that. Explain in what circumstances have you seen someone make more money than the other person, but not make the decision?
Tom Brady.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you.
No, Tom Brady is pussy whipped.
I'm not gonna say anybody who's famous or anything like that, but I used to work at this particular job, right? And at this job, this guy would come in and he makes all the money. So he would come in and
that's not a man. Not joking.
Listen, hear me out. He makes all the money. So basically, what he would do is he would come in and he would basically need like some parts for his car. Let's just say he need like $500 worth of parts and stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe even $300. And he'll be like, okay,
$350.
Yeah, let's say $350. And he'll be like, all right, I know I need to get this for my car because my car won't move without this. But before I do this, let me call my wife. And ask her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
is he asking his wife, or is he just getting confirmation so that she know that he's not just taking money out the bank account? So
he made all the money.
He made all the money.
So
he made all the money.
So she don't work. Why the fuck she ain't here buying these goddamn parts?
See,
she got time.
That's just
this nigga working.
And what he said to me was, man, she can manage money better than I can. So
no. I that might hurt setting the budget, but if you have to, as a man. If you have to call her to confirm the purchase, then it goes back to what Ari was saying a moment ago, which is you do not make the decisions. She does. It's one thing.
The thing that got me was not the fact that he had to call and ask his wife. The thing that was a different type of problem.
text her and tell her.
My